Welcome everyone to today's 75-minute Vinyasa yoga class. My name is Joya and I'm so happy you could all be here today. Today's class I had originally planned for some shoulder and core and just some strengthening exercises. But then in light of what's been going on in the United States this week with the murder of George Floyd, I thought I would dedicate this class to the heart chakra, which is called Anahata in Sanskrit. And that is the center of our energy for compassion, love, balance, and trust. So we're going to be doing a lot of heart openers and twists and core to really just open ourselves up to extending compassion and self-acceptance towards ourselves and to others. So I'd first like to take a moment of silence to honor George Floyd. I'd like to begin with some breathing exercises to get us centered and present in our bodies. So take a comfortable seat. You could be sitting on a cushion, or if you've got a yoga block or anything box-like that could help, either or. And take a moment to just come into your natural breath. Maybe lower the gaze or close your eyes. Turn the palms upward to receive energy. Consciously straighten your spine. Tuck your ribs in. Pelvis tucks down and forward. Straighten the crown of your head to the ceiling. Slightly tuck your chin down and draw your shoulder blades back and together. Notice if this changes your breathing, if it allows you to open up fuller in your chest cavity. And remember this feeling throughout class of the crown of the head lifted and the chin slightly tucked. I'm going to practice Ujjayi breathing, which is an energizing yogic breath. First, imagine yourself as a young child in the winter time. Maybe it was snowing outside and you fogged up the glass in front of you, the pane of glass, and drew a little heart or something else. So hold your hand in front of you and go through a few breaths, imagining that you're fogging up that glass. Now do a little snore and feel where that moves your mouth. So you've got a little bit of flutter in your upper palate and the back of your throat. And that's where you're going to feel the Ujjayi breathing. You're going to breathe in and out through your nose. It's got more of a sort of Darth Vader feel where you're opening up the passageway between your nose and your mouth back and feeling the breath there. It's a silent breath, but it's audible to you. Coming into a couple seated cat-cows. You're going to push your chest forward, look back, gently look up, and inhale. And then you exhale, curl forward, look to the navel, hunch over, and just relax. Come forward for cat, pushing the chest up, shining the chest to the sky, and sink in. And on the last one, interlace your fingers behind the back and stretch, look up, inhale. And then gently lower forward, hinging at the waist, as far as you can come. And drop the arms forward over the head. Feel your collarbone lengthen, shoulders stretch, heart opens. And come back up, releasing the arms. Give the arms a little shake and interlace them in front. Curl forward, looking at the navel. Stretching the arms forward. And release the arms. Inhale the arms up overhead. And make a pistol or Kali Mudra where the pointer fingers are together and the other fingers are interlaced, thumbs together. And stretch up your arms over the sides of your ear. Inhale those arms even higher. And then lower to the right. Taking care not to collapse into the side body. Turn that left shoulder so that your chest is shining up to the sky. Maybe look up. And come back to center. Other side, come to the left. Looking up to the right. And back to center. Bring your right forearm down to the floor. And look up under your left arm, shining your chest to the sky. Come up slightly and take your right arm to your left knee. And then stretch, open up to the sky. Lower the left hand. And bring the left forearm down to the floor. Look up under the right. Come up slightly and reach the left hand over to the right knee. Opening up the chest to the sky. Bringing that right arm slightly back. And then release. If you're sitting on something, go ahead and remove that. And we'll come into tabletop position. I'm just gonna push this up a little bit. Okay. So my shoulders are stacked over my wrists and my hips are stacked over my knees. Neutral spine. Coming to a few cat-cows. So inhale, drop the navel towards the mat. Bring the shoulder blades down and towards the seat. Lift the tailbone up. Exhale and arch, looking towards the navel. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And at your own pace, feel your spine opening up, warming you up for class. Now raise the right foot, foot flex behind you, and raise the left hand in front of you, so you're parallel. We'll do a few crunches, bringing the elbow to knee. Crunch, extend. Crunch, inhale. Crunch, extend. And lower the left hand to meet the right. Keeping your elbows in, gently lower till your nose is hovering above the floor. Foot comes up and push up. Lower to hover, elbows in, push up. Lower and push up. Lower the right knee. Inhale and sigh it out. Raise the left leg, right hand. Crunch. Inhale, extend. Crunch. Inhale, extend. Crunch. Inhale, extend. And lower that hand. So the eyes of your elbows are facing forward. And you lower, elbows in, nose hovers, foot comes up. Push up. Lower. And push up. Lower. And push up. Great job, everyone. Yay. And lower that leg. Tuck your toes and come up into downward facing dog. Pedal at your feet and take whatever movements you need here to come into your triangle shape. Excuse me. Bend your knees and then lift your tailbone up first and feel how that lengthens the spine. Draw your shoulder blades towards the seat. Press the palms of the hands into the mat. Lift the fingers, spread them wide, and place them back down. Take a few breaths here. And slowly walk forward. Feet meet the hands, dangling in Uttanasana. Relax the head down and sway side to side. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Walk the fingertips all the way over to the right hand side, twisting. Breathe. And then walk them all the way over to the other side. Walking them back to center. Roll up slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. We're in Tadasana, mountain pose. So my feet are parallel, my big toes are parallel. My eyes at the elbows are facing forwards and the palms are facing forwards. And my feet are hips width distance apart. If it feels more comfortable for you, you can keep your toes together, feet slightly apart. So slightly bend the knees, inhale, arms up. Uttanasana, lower all the way. Uttanasana, starting our first sun salutation of the day. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Lower, place the hands and step back into plank. Coming through our first vinyasa of the day, the basic option is called Ashtanga Namaskar. You're going to drop your knees and then your chest. So my tailbone is still lifted. Then roll forward so you're on your belly, pushing up into baby cobra with your hands at your side of your chest, or into full cobra, lifting the hips, looking back, inhaling. Push back into child's pose. Maybe widen the knees wide enough to place the head and the nose on the mat. This is our resting pose. So if you ever need some rest, feel free to come back down into this pose during class. Tuck the toes and lift up into downward facing dog. Lift the right foot. Open up the hips, stacking the right hip above the left, and do some circles with your legs. Open up the hip flexors and lift that right leg up. Bring the right knee to right elbow, rocking forward, shoulders over the wrists. Foot comes up. Knee to opposite elbow. Foot comes up. Knee comes to nose. And place it between the hands. Rise up into crescent lunge. Slight backward bend. And then place the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Coming to warrior two. Looking over the right fingertips, knees stacked over the ankle, and the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Place the right forearm on the right thigh and bring the left arm overhead, side angle. And then come into reverse warrior. Left hand comes to thigh or shin, looking up under the right arm. Dancing warrior, so come into that angle. And then reverse warrior. Side angle. And reverse. On the last side angle, stay here. Or if it's available to you, bring your right hand down to the floor. And breathe. Coming back up into warrior two. Knees stacked over the ankle, looking over the right fingertips. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the right foot. And gently straighten that knee, bringing your forehead to knee, tenting the fingertips. And just straighten it as much as feels comfortable. Keeping that engagement of the forehead to the knee. Lower into low lunge. Plant the hands and kick the right foot back up into three-legged dog. Bring the foot down to meet the left. And gently step forward. Feet come to meet the hands. Halfway lift, straight spine. Lower Uttanasana. Inhale the arms up. Hasuttanasana. Samastiti, hands in prayer at heart center. Tadasana. Left side. Inhale, hands up. Lower all the way to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and jump or step back into plank. Flow through knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskar, or Chaturanga, coming down into a push-up, but only 90 degrees, no more. And lift into upward facing dog. My knees are up, my shoulder blades are down and together, and I'm looking up, inhaling. And push back into a downward facing dog. Walk those feet out a little bit, pedaling. Maybe shorten your stance, drop the knees, and push that tailbone up to make sure you've got that triangle shape. And lift the left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Open the hips, stacking the hips, and do some circles. Inhale and lift the foot back up. Left knee to left elbow, coming forward over the hands. Left foot up. Left knee to right elbow. Left foot up. Left knee to nose. And plant between the hands. Coming up, hands in prayer, crescent lunge. Bend back. Plant the back foot and come into warrior two. Stacking the knee over the ankle. Great job. Lower down into that front knee a little bit if you can bend more. Great. Drop the left forearm to the left thigh and look under the right arm. Breathe. And reverse warrior. Right hand comes to thigh or calf. Side angle. Keep sinking into that knee. Reverse. Side angle. Reverse. And on the last one, maybe drop the left hand all the way to the mat, shining your chest to the sky, looking up. Come back up into warrior two. And cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Bring the forehead to the knee, tent the fingers, and gently straighten the front knee. Pyramid pose. Oftentimes, one of our legs is more flexible than the other. It's completely normal. And lower into low lunge. Kick the left foot all the way up into three-legged dog. And lower. Just taking a moment to see how y'all doing. Yay. Okay. Walk forward, halfway lift, and lower. Inhale the arms all the way up. Bring hands to heart center, Samasthiti, Tadasana. Arms up, inhale. Lower all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, lower, step or jump back into plank. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Oops, I forgot something. Sorry, we're in plank, and you're gonna flow through your vinyasa. So Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga. And pushing up into downward facing dog. Lift the right foot. Inhale and bring the knee to your right elbow. Inhale the foot up, knee to the left elbow. Option is stay here or kick the foot out so the outside of the foot is touching the mat, and open up the left arm into revolve side plank. Breathe. Lower that hand down. Kick the leg up again. Knee to nose. And plant it between the hands. Bring that right arm up over the head, looking under the right arm. And then place that back foot on the floor. Rise up as though you're carrying a beach ball. So I'm sinking into my right knee. My body's two-dimensional as though it's between two panes of glass. And I'm holding onto this beach ball. I should have told you to grab your block. If you have a block or a cushion, that might be handy. From beach ball position, stay here or lower into half moon. Reaching for the block. One hand comes up, your left hand's up, looking up. Foot is flexed, balancing. And then lowering into warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Kick the right foot back up. And lower to downward facing dog. Slowly walk forward. Halfway lift. Lower Uttanasana. Inhale the arms up. Hastuttanasana. Samastiti Tadasana. Left side. Inhale the arms up. Lower all the way. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Plant the hands, step or jump back into plank, and lower through Ashtanga Namaskar or Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Raise the left leg, three-legged dog. Inhale the left knee to left elbow. Leg comes up. Left knee to right elbow. Option to bring the foot out and open up into revolve, side angle, side plank. Lower the hand, kick the foot up. Lower to downward facing dog. Bring the knee to the nose, plant it between the hands. Bring one hand up, looking under the arm. Breathe. Plant the back foot and come up to hold that beach ball. Grab that block if you need it, and lower into half moon. You can look up. Keep that right hip pushing forward. You can let go and balance. Come back into warrior two if you can't. And cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Kick the left foot up and lower to downward facing dog. Gently walk forward, halfway lift, lower, Inhale the arms all the way up. And then step into 5-pointed star, bringing the feet wide, arms wide. Feet are pointed outwards. Take a few lion's breaths. So inhale and then roar, breathe it out. So all right, now hands to cactus. Bring the feet in a little bit and point the toes forward. Coming down into goddess pose, where your toes can be pointed outwards, whatever is comfortable. And then come down lower. Maybe your thighs come parallel to the mat. And then inhale, straighten the legs, hands come together. And then lower into cactus. Inhale, arms up. Lower goddess pose with cactus arms. Inhale up. Into goddess. And then gently look up and lean back just a little bit. And then hands come to hips and lower all the way, straightening the legs, turning the toes in. Vasarita Padottanasana. Dangle the head, widen the stance. Maybe bounce a little bit here, forward and back. Gently opening up your spine. Looking at the back wall. Walk your palms back to the back wall and feel how that brings your head closer to the mat. Eventually, your head will touch the mat, the top of your head. Release and walk the fingertips forwards. You might need to shorten your stance a little bit. And take your left hand and grab your right ankle under the right arm. Look up under that right armpit. Pull on the arm. Pull on the shin. Breathe. And the hand releases to meet the other hand. Right hand to left ankle, looking under the left armpit. Release the hand. Hands walk back to under your face. And just dangle here. Interlace the hands behind your back and drop the arms forward. Feel your collarbone, chest, heart opening. And then roll up slowly. Hands release. Bring the feet together. Maybe shake those feet out a little bit if you need to. Hands come up. And then slowly lower all the way down. All the way down. And lower into child's pose. Rest here. Return to your Ujjayi breathing. Tuck the toes, come into downward facing dog. And slowly walk forward. Roll up vertebra by vertebra. Head comes up last. I'm going to come into a couple of balancing poses. So first, Come back into Tadasana. So your toes are together, your heels apart, or your big toes are parallel. And bring the eyes of your elbows facing forward, palms facing forward. And press your feet down into the floor, lifting your toes up. Spread your toes as wide apart as you can. I know that's something we never do. And try to place them one by one down on the mat. And then get this kind of grippiness. So you're kind of gripping the floor with your toes. And feel your visceral primate come out. This grippiness is what keeps us grounded. So you're going to bring the arms up overhead to tree pose. Bring your right foot up so the sole comes to the left thigh, or it can come to the left ankle, whatever is comfortable. Or you could even come into half lotus, so grabbing the ankle and bringing it into the groin, across the thigh. Find a drishti, a focal point on the wall in front of you, unmoving and static. And breathe and balance here. If you'd like a greater challenge, you can come down to balance on one toe, so bring the hands down. Hinge at the waist, dropping the fingertips to the floor. Bend the left knee, coming down to sit on the heel. Straighten that spine, bring the crown of the head up, hands are at the sides. And if you feel comfortable, find a new drishti on the floor, 5 feet in front of you. Stare at it and bring the hands up to prayer. Release the hands. Push up, coming up the same way you went down. Hands in prayer and release. Shake out those feet. How's everyone doing? Yay. Just checking you all out. You look great. Other side. So grounding the other foot, bringing the left foot up to the thigh or the calf. Not on the knee, because that puts some pressure on the knee. Or half lotus. Hands in prayer. And bring them up. Bounce here, staring at your drishti. Or for an additional challenge, bring your hands down, hinging at the waist, tenting your fingers, dropping down to sit on that heel. Hands come to the sides. Find a drishti on the floor, a few feet in front of you. Bring the crown of your head up, shoulder blades down and together, and balance. Hands come to heart center. Release. And push your hands into the floor to push yourself up. Coming up the same way you went down. And release. One more balancing pose. So dancer pose. Standing in Tadasana, grounding the feet. You're going to open up your right hand so the palm is facing the sky. And you're going to make sure you don't twist that hand. You're going to lift the right foot and grab the ankle, so the inside of the ankle. Grab the outside too, whatever feels good, but sometimes it feels better to grab the inside. And then raise your left arm up. Find a drishti in front of you. I'm too close to the wall, so step back. Find a drishti in front of you. And bring your leg, your back leg up, stretching as high as you can. And then bring your arm down. Don't sink your chest down. Looking forward, focusing, balancing, stretching. And release. Left side. The left palm faces up. Ground into your right foot. Grab your foot with your left hand. Inhale the right arm up. Bring the left foot back and up and lower. Try to drop that hip so your hips are grounded to the floor. And release. Coming down into child's pose. And breathe. Press your hands up to seated. And drop one hip. Swing your legs out in front of you. Lean back slightly and bring the feet up into boat pose. So the knees and feet are up. I'm trying to shine my chest open and bring my shoulder blades back and together in Navasana. We're going to do some crunches. So lowering almost all the way into Shavasana, lying down, but hovering on the floor. We'll do 3. So lowering slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extending the legs, hovering. Come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. And then lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 4 3/4, 5. Relax down on the floor. And breathe. Turn over onto the right side and push your arm to lie on your belly. Rest one cheek on the floor and bring the arms to your sides. Press your arms on either side of your chest, elbows are tucked towards your body. And push your hands up, lift up your feet, look up, lift up, bow pose. Lift up higher, breathe. And lower all the way down, resting a cheek on the mat, hands at your sides, relax. Bring the hands to the sides again. And inhale and push up one more time. Stay here or grab both ankles and push the feet away and up, looking up. Inhale, lift up even higher. And release the other cheek to the mat. Bring the right arm out to the side. And tent the left fingertips right by your shoulder. Raise the left leg and drop it over the right. So you're twisting over your right shoulder, opening up to the left. Left fingers are tented. Feel that stretch out your shoulder. Maybe walk the left fingertips forward. You could even bring up your other leg, planting both feet on the floor to deepen the stretch. And then release to lie on the floor. The other leg comes out, other arm comes out, sorry. Right fingers tented on the mat and roll over the left shoulder. Feel your shoulders stretch out. Bring the left fingertips forward. Maybe even bring that left leg up to deepen the stretch. And release. Arms come to the sides, your cheek comes to the mat, and breathe. Roll back over onto your back. And bring the soles of your feet to touch. You can make fists with your hands and put them under your thighs to support your legs. And your feet can be as far apart from your groin or as close together as you wish. Relax your head on the floor. Bring those knees together and up. And bring the feet and knees wide apart. Bring your right foot to the left knee and push that leg maybe down a little bit with your hand. Push your thigh down. And notice you've made this triangle shape with your legs. So take your right hand and thread it through the triangle, grabbing onto the shin. And pull that shin towards you gently. Feel your hip flexor, your IT band. Getting a nice deep stretch. And then twist that leg all the way over. Keep twisting it, maybe hook that toe behind the other shin. Bring your arms out in front of you and swing the right arm under your left arm into eagle arms, or the backs of your hands could be together. And then drop your fingertips and toes to the mat. And then crunch your elbows and knees together, coming up. Inhale, tap. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, tap. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. And release. Shavasana, maybe bring the arms overhead. And then bring the knees up, feet and knees wide. The left foot comes to the right knee. And you thread your right hand through the triangle, grabbing onto your shin and pulling it gently towards you. In my darkness, I remember Mama's words reoccur to me. Twist that left leg all the way over. Maybe hook the toes behind the calf. Bring the arms up straight overhead. Then swing the left arm under the right, twisting into eagle arms. And then inhale, tap. Exhale, crunch. 4 more at your own pace. I've forgotten how many I've done, getting into the Leon Bridges. I think that was 5, maybe 6. Relax. And turn to the side, pushing your left hand down, coming up to seated. Sit on your heels. And then bring your fingertips behind you and lift your chest to the sky. Look up and drop your head back. Stay here, or if you feel comfortable, move the feet so that you're sitting on the mat between your feet. You could bring your hands to the lower back, shine your chest to the sky. You even have the option to lower down on your elbows, to come down all the way, lying down, crown of the head is close to the top of the mat. The knees are close together as possible. The neck is long and the shoulder blades are tucked down and together. If you're down, use your elbows to lever yourself up. And come onto the knees for camel pose. This is our biggest heart opener yet. This one can release a lot of emotion and anxiety and toxins and just let everything out. So you're gonna put your hands on your lower back, shine your chest up to the sky, look up and back, push your pelvis forward, and breathe. Stay here, or if it's available to you, drop your hands to your heels, keeping the chest high. Push the pelvis forward and up. Camel pose. Breathe. Bring your hands to your lower back and gently come up, lower into child's pose. Drop the forehead and the nose to the floor and breathe. Push the hands into the mat and come up to seated. And bring your feet out in front of you. Dandasana. Bring the arms up overhead and interlace the fingers. Bend the knees and lean forward, hinging at the waist. Straight spine, looking forward. Grab those feet. You don't have to keep your hands interlaced. Pull those shoulder blades down and together. So you're looking forward, spine is straight. And gently push your heels forward, keeping your spine straight as much as you can go. And then lower gaze with the navel, lower the head. Pull on the feet, elbows come out, engaging the arms. Feel your calf and quads stretch out here. Flex those feet, push the heels forward. And then release, coming back up. Bring the left sole of the foot to the right thigh. Straighten the spine, crown of the head comes up. Bring the arms up. Drop the right hand to the right toe. And arc the other arm above you. Look up, shine your chest up. Look at the ceiling. Inhale. Push your chest forward and up. Bring the arm back up. And then turn to face the foot. Drop the left forearm to the floor. Looking under the right. Shine your chest up to the sky. And then raise the arm back up. Bend the knee and hook that foot with your interlaced hands. Touch the forehead to the knee and push the heel out as far as you can. Maybe drop that left shoulder blade down. Push the heel forward. And release, coming all the way back up. Switch legs. Janusasana on the left. Straighten up that spine. And drop the left fingertips to the left toe. Look up under the right arm, shining your chest forward and up. Push that left heel out. And then inhale the arms up. Drop the right forearm to the floor and look under the left arm. Shining the chest up, dropping the shoulder down and back. Coming back up. Bend the knee, hook the foot with interlaced hands. Forehead comes to knee. And gently push the heel. Straighten the knee as much as you can. Drop the right shoulder blade inward to square the shoulders and torso to the floor. And push the left heel out to flex the foot. Raise the arms up and come to lie down all the way on your back in Shavasana. Now, if you've got your cushion or block handy, that's a good time to grab it. So bring your knees up and walk your feet to touch your seat. So your heels are touching your seat. And gently raise your pelvis up. Take that cushion or block and bring it under your sacrum, which is the flat triangular bone at the bottom of your spine. And just relax here in supported bridge. You can stay here, or you can remove the support and interlace the arms underneath you, the hands underneath you, and walk the shoulder blades inside. So walk them under. Plant those feet. The knees are pointed forward, the feet are pointed forward. You've got a massive double chin. And stay here and bridge. If you'd like to deepen further into wheel, I'm going to come out and reset. Walk those feet back so they're right next to the seat. And then put the hands right by the head, palms face toward the toes. And you're going to push up on those hands, but really lift your pelvis up first. So inhale, we push up all the way to wheel. Knees are pointed forward, feet are pointed forward. The pelvis is up. My head is relaxed. Breathe. Come down, gently bend the arms. Crown of the head comes to the mat. And then lower the neck, the shoulders, tailbone, and lie down in Shavasana. Breathe. Place the palms down on the mat and swing the legs all the way over into plow pose, over the head. Toes are touching the floor. Try not to turn your neck in this pose at all. If you'd like to come into supported shoulder stand, if you've got that cushion nearby, you can use it. I don't. Bring your knees to your forehead. Hands come to your lower back. And push those feet up to the ceiling. You could walk your hands down. Breathe. And to release, lower your knees to your forehead. Lower your spine, vertebra by vertebra, into Shavasana. Raise your right knee up. Pull it down towards you with interlaced hands. Bring the knee slightly towards the right shoulder so you can bring it down even further, avoiding the rib cage. And twist, dropping your knee over to the left, opening up your arms. Come back to center. Hug your left knee towards your left shoulder. Drop the knee over to the right. Open the arms. Looking over the left hand. And hug both knees to the chest. We rock here side to side. And grab the feet. Happy baby. And relax all the way down into Shavasana. Push your left heel and your right heel down. Pick up your left hand and your right hand and bring them down. Drop them on the mat. Bring your shoulder blades down and under. Pick up your pelvis. Tuck it in and drop it down on the mat. And then bring the crown of your head to the top of your mat, lengthening your neck. And breathe here. And when you're ready, gently wiggle your fingertips and toes, turning over onto your right hand side into a fetal position. And pushing up to seated.
Well, thank you, everybody. Namaste.
Thank
That
you.
was a great practice.